Good morning. It's the Monday Morning Show. I'm your host, Lokito, and today's topic is Movies So Bad They Crack You Up, Part 2. Thank you. Thank everyone for tuning in to the show today. I believe, this is a great topic. That's why we're doing a part 2. And today's movie is Killing Season. Killing Season. Yes, that's right. I found this movie from Netflix. And like I said last week, if you tuned in last week we did the movie Copper Mountain with Jim Carrey, and I told you about how sometimes movies are so bad they're actually funny. Excuse me. And there's actually a lot of movies like that, and they crack me up. So I wanted to do a show about a couple of my favorites. Copper Mountain I did last week, and this week I'm doing Killing Season. It's a movie with stars Robert De Niro and John Travolta. I actually found the movie on Netflix. You just go through some of the movies, or it might have been a new release or something. I saw it somewhere on Netflix, so I decided to watch it. And needless to say, it was so bad it cracked me up. I started laughing like pretty soon. The first thing you notice in the movie is John Travolta's accent. John Travolta. No, don't get me wrong. I love Robert De Niro and John Travolta, however the heck you say it. I love a lot of their movies, and that's why I think that's part of the reason why it makes it even funnier. If you have like a movie that's really bad, but they're just no name actors, it might be a little funny. But if the movie stars two big name actors like Robert De Niro and John Travolta, who have been in classic movies, classic movies like Casino.
What happens if they fuck around here? You understand?
I'm sorry, I made a bad mistake.
You're fucking right, you made a bad mistake. Because if you come back here, we catch either one, we're gonna break your fucking heads and you won't walk out of it.
That was from Casino. And a lot of other great movies he's made. And so when you see him in this movie, you kind of are expecting something, and you get something else. So let me play a clip. Here's a clip from the movie Killing Season, starring Robert De Niro and John Travolta. And this is one of the movies that's so bad it cracks me up. So here's a clip of Killing Season. Enjoy.
Okay, now your turn. You tell me stories. Oh, war stories. I want to hear this.
War stories?
Yes.
Most of those aren't true.
Yeah, most, but some.
The ones that are, probably no one will ever talk about them.
How?
Okay, let me set the scene for you. They're sitting down in a cabin in the woods, and they just met each other. And like I said, John Travolta played his character. I guess is Sabert. What is it? It's from Russia or let me see. Serbian. He's John Travolta has this Serbian accent, I guess, and that's what you're gonna hear. Robert De Niro has a little bit of a weird accent too, but John Travolta's accent, in my opinion, is just over the top. And it's hysterical. So listen to John Travolta's Serbian accent.
How else do you keep the past alive?
Past is dead, let's keep it that way.
I see the difference between you and me. You drink to forget the past. I drink to remember.
I don't remember much, but this I do remember. More booze and blood over there, and there was plenty of blood.
Yeah, like I said, John Travolta's accent's ridiculous, and Robert De Niro's accent is not that much better. So, like I said, I recommend these movies. I recommended last week. I recommended Copper Mountain. This week I recommend Killing Season. Check it out. Don't buy it, but check it out. I think it's on Netflix. And trust me, you'll crack up because it's so bad. So let me just do a quick review of the movie. It's relatively new, which is even better. You know, a new movie that's bad. Yeah, that's even better. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Killing Season came out in 2013. It's excuse me. It's 91 minutes of action, drama, and thriller. Okay, two veterans of the Bosnian War, one American, one Serbian, find their unlikely friendship turns tense with one of them when one of them reveals their true intentions. Starring Robert De Niro, John Travolta, and a bunch of no-name people. Robert De Niro plays Benjamin Ford. John Travolta plays some name I can't pronounce. Okay, like I said, the funniest part is the accents. That it's ridiculous. And so it starts out with Robert De Niro. I guess he's trying to get away from everything, and he moves into a cabin in the woods, basically in the middle of nowhere. And I guess he drinks to forget about the war because he's got bad memories and he wants to escape the war. So when you want to escape the war, you move by yourself in a cabin, right? That sounds like a good plan to me. That's sarcasm in case you didn't pick it up. And John Travolta, I guess he plots his revenge. I guess he has some kind of beef. I didn't see the whole thing. I like to watch parts and laugh, but to sit through the whole movie, I wouldn't do that. So John Travolta at the beginning, he says, "For 18 years I have waited." Serbian man says, "So what now?" And John Travolta responds, "Hunting. I am going hunting." So that's how the movie starts off. And it seems like it would be a comedy movie because of how ridiculous it sounds, And when he says I'm going hunting, he means he's hunting, Robert De Niro. And so the parts I've seen is basically Robert De Niro and John Travolta just dialogue back and forth. And it gets boring after a while, but it's hysterical when you listen to it because it's just like this terrible dialogue. From the research I could find, the movie did $5 million in sales, and that's DVD sales, and I'm not sure if it was in the theaters. If it was in the theaters, it was only select theaters, and when I say select theaters, I mean like one theater in Boston, like in some art theater, like Coolidge Corner, theater. I went there before, great theater, but one of those weird art theaters, and so I think it did $5 million in basically total sales. And my guess is to pay John Travolta and Robert De Niro, even though they're at the end of their career, my guess it's probably at least $5 million. Probably $5 million. They probably get what, $5 million each? Probably, right? Even if it's a small movie, they probably get a few mil. So my guess is they lost money, a lot of money on this movie. That would be my guess. I'm just scrolling through here. Like I said on the last movie, what I like to do is check out some of the reviews. Yeah, it's got very very bad ratings. I think it's yeah, most people don't like the movie. Let's read one review just for the hell of it, because I have nothing else to do. So here we go. Oh my God, let's reinvent history for the ignorant. I just can't believe what I saw, what happened here. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of hard to read. Let's try to do this. I just can't believe what I saw, what happened here. Let's see. Just imagine a film in which the Soviet Union invaded the USA during 44. Oh my God, what a twisted set of events in history. Travolta and De Niro should have someone teach them a bit about what happened during the Bosnian War. So that's somebody, I guess, who knows his history, knows that the movie is not accurate, apparently. Okay, here's a good review. Retarded from beginning to end. An absolute stinker. Do not watch. Where to start? Don't second guess yourself. It's been panned for a reason. It is an ugly, pointless pot boiler, lacking in brains, charisma, and even the slightest hint of excitement. What follows is 1.5 hours of very crude torture scenes, mock character development, MacGyver-like scenarios of escape, and an abundance of completely unnecessary CGI effects. It just reeks of cut and dry. Obviously, it was too much effort to spend time on practical special effects, so the director just found a cheap CGI company to scribble in the animals, the weapon effects, the sunsets, the lighting, and anything else he can think of. Poor direction. Frankly, I would think after such long and successful careers that Travolta and De Niro were beneath such roles. And see, that's, like I said, that adds to the comedy of it, because it's such two historically good actors in a movie that's terrible. I think it could be one of the worst movies in the history of movies, or the history of the world. Either one. Okay. A movie that could have been very good. Here's somebody that's hopeful. This guy's got the right idea. He's thinking right, Wayne Dyer, he's using his positivity. He's thinking, hopeful. For starters, first of all, the author's name is Laserburn from Greece. For starters, the movie gets absolutely everything wrong about events of the Bosnian War. Another guy knows his history. But since such ignorance is expected from Hollywood, there is no reason to hold it against this particular title. The premise of the movie is good, the basic story is decent, but the script could have been better written. The two main characters' stories never get satisfying developed. Okay. If this was directed by John McTurgan as originally planned, this would have been a great movie. Okay, somebody that knows too much about directors. Okay, here's someone else. Simply Ignorant. Author, Milo, some Russian name. Whoa, 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 whoa! This is what it says in the review. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm 5 minutes into this monstrosity, and my head is going to explode of the amount of impudence displayed. Here are some facts for you dumb Hollywood writers. Serbian army could have not invaded Bosnia simply because it did not exist at that time. Another guy who knows his history. Here we go. One of the worst movies I've ever watched. Arthur Will Wong 101 from Uzbekistan. This movie seems like it was written and directed by a couple of 12-year-old boys. It's an awful pile of steaming cheese. What was De Niro thinking? Travolta doesn't surprise me. He has a knack for picking stinkers. It was excruciating from start to finish, filled with cliches, bad acting, ridiculous fight scenes, laughable plot, Travolta droning on in some pseudo-Serbian accent, and old man De Niro hobbling through the forest. Oh man, that's funny, because it's funny because to me it's very accurate of what actually happened. Yes, De Niro did hobble through the forest, and it did seem like Travolta, had some pseudo-Serbian accent that he was mumbling on about. Let me play you another clip.
The war. Oh, come on, Benji, man. Is there not anything that you missed about the war?
We're not missing it.
But why you said this? It was nothing but like cakewalk for you, no?
You don't have any idea what the war was like for me, buddy.
Oh, I misspoke. What I simply meant is that most American soldiers did nothing more but lob missiles into Bosnia from the safety of ships floating in the Mediterranean.
Most, now.
Again, this is the movie Killing Season, starring Robert De Niro and John Travolta, and it is one of the movies that is so bad it will crack you up. This is the Monday Morning Show. I'm Loquito, and check out the movie. Check out the movie Killing Season on Netflix or wherever you can get it cheap. Don't pay a lot for it, but it is really funny. Because it's so bad. Excuse me. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. But please send me an email at mondaymorningshow@gmail.com. That's morning spelled MOURNING. mondaymorningshow@gmail.com. Send me any comments, questions, or if you have ideas for the show, or even send me some movies. If you have some movies that are so bad that crack you up, shoot me an email, and maybe if I haven't seen it, I'll take a look at it, and maybe I can do a show about it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this show. But
Being in the middle of the desert always made me nervous. It's a scary place. I knew about the holes in the desert, of course, and everywhere I looked, there could have been a hole.
That's classic De Niro. But he sounds a little bit different in the movie Killing Season, and so does Travolta. So I'd like to thank everybody. Thank you for tuning in today for the show, and we'll see you next time on the Monday Morning Show. Thank you and good night.
Okay, now your turn. You tell me stories.